I do not understand the point of owning a home. Not only do you have to pay an outrageous amount of money for a down payment on the house, but everything that breaks is then your responsibility to fix it. I don't have to bring my trash cans to the end of the street on trash night. All of my neighbors are super close, so I could just walk from apartment to apartment and meet friends easier. Anything that comes up, literally anything, I walk across the street to my leasing office, bang on their door and say, hey, I need this fixed. Now, I don't have to pay anybody for it. You're telling me if I have a house, I have to call somebody in special to come and fix something, and then I have to pay them extra money to do it? I don't really think I'm interested in that. I don't want to mow my lawn, and I don't want to shovel snow in the winter. I just don't get the point of having a home.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video is something very extra, right? Homeowners are regretting ever buying a house, and I'm just here wondering, why would somebody regret ever buying their own house, right? I'm sure that you too, you're wondering the same, because every one of us want to own a home. But why are these people regretting after they have gotten the keys and taken all the pictures and told their friends that, oh, I've gotten a house? All of a sudden you're a regret. Let's go find out from them. Then we'll come back. I will talk more about it.
I bought a house when I was 26 and fell immediately into poverty. Okay, when I lived with my parents, I was living my best luxury lifestyle. I went to South Korea, bought a 2000 plane ticket, didn't even blink twice. I went shopping, luxury goods, all that. Was traveling, was just, oh, I was living it up. I felt rich. I had no bills. And I had a full-time 9-to-5 job. I was working as a nurse. Okay, I was killing it. I bought my own house. That first mortgage payment came in and I was like, oh, this is a situation. But at first you think you can handle it, right? Like, you know, what's a couple thou? What's a couple thou? I got it. But then the pipes in my 80-year-old home broke immediately as soon as I bought the house. Wiped out my savings. Then another pipe in a different area of the house broke. Okay, I'm struggling. Okay, I need help. Then my neighbor's pipe, it was a twin house, her pipe broke. And she didn't believe that her pipe broke, but her pipe broke on my side of the house. So all of that water that was coming down was spraying into my home. And then my water heater broke. When I tell y'all, I went from living in the lap of luxury to destitute immediately. Now, don't get me to fooling y'all, because it was worth it in the long run, because that house is now worth like 2 times what it was worth then. So I'm actually doing pretty good. But at the time, when I tell you I was struggling, I had to go to my parents every other day for dinner because your girl could not feed herself.
Now we have to say a very big thank you to your parents for feeding you. Anyway, this is her story, right? You know, that moment when you realize that I think I made a bit of mistake. Okay, that's the reality of her life. Okay, at the time when she got that house, all right. You know, when you get a house, you're so excited about it. You're telling your friends about it, and all of a sudden, the bills keep coming. They don't stop coming. Like, you know, when you were living in your own house in a rented apartment, you can just call them to come fix things. But now you have to call yourself to fix things. That is exactly what is happening here. And I feel for her because you're spending so much on just the house.
Transparency post. I regret buying a house. I regret it a lot. If I could go back to January 2022, I would tell that girl, do not. Just find another apartment to move into, because doing all this shit that I have to do for this house and all the unexpected costs, high dollar unexpected costs that I keep running into, to be handling it by myself, it's ass. So to all you young women who want to go out and buy a home, I encourage you to really, really think about it. Talk to some people and really see the ins and outs. I mean, it always sounds good. Oh yeah, your mortgage is only going to be $1,000 until they reevaluate your property taxes, and that bitch goes up $200. You know, it's trash. 85 degrees, your AC is gonna go out. You don't want to know how much that costs. It's trash.
I just think that some of these people that will be hearing their stories, okay, their major issue is not being prepared. Okay, so everyone just needs to prepare for it. Ask questions, ask people, like she said, ask people. Ask other people, other homeowners, how they did it and how they are surviving. That's it.
I'm going to be really controversial when I say this, and I'm talking to all of our parents out there. Buying a house does not make you successful. Don't worry, I did it by myself at 30, and so I'm going to walk you through why I would never do it again. specifically in California or LA, and I mean by myself. I signed those documents as a single woman, first and last name, because that's how they do it. If you have a partner that would split that with you, I think that's a completely different story. Again, bought my house by myself in LA. Let's go over the pricing. I bought a townhouse in LA, a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. It was $465,000. I bought it in 2021 because I thought that was going to be the cheapest thing possible. I had an interest rate of less than 3%. It was 2.99%. Things that I could not have factored in. HOA increasing. My HOA from month 1 went to $299, and then year 3 went to $486. The reason I'm talking about this is because my house is on the market. I am selling it for $535, okay? So I'm going to minus broker's fees, improvements, escrow fees, title insurance, and corrective worker repairs. With that being all added up, my profit at the end of the day for 4 years is $15,206. I put 10% down. That's $46,000, okay? If I would have taken that $46,000 and for the exact same time period, so don't be like, the market's not reliable, the exact same time period, February 2021 to June of 2024, I would have made a profit of $21,644. So the difference of that would be that I was up $5,000. And
I officially have $0 to my name because I just took out every penny that I've ever saved. And this is on top of the deposit I've already made to buy a house. And wow, down payments are really large and I'm broke now.
These are the things I regret about buying a house at age 21 and what I would have done differently. My name is Hassan and I help regular people figure out how to buy homes. First, I only searched for single-family homes and condos. I had assumed that because of my income, I wasn't able to qualify for a more expensive multifamily. What I had found out later is that you can use rental income as your own. If I had known that, I would have bought a multifamily first and used the rental income to pay my mortgage. My second regret is not knowing about down payment assistance programs. Having just graduated college, one of my biggest challenges was not having enough cash. Even though I was only putting 3% down, I didn't have enough cash for closing costs and a down payment. If I had known about down payment assistance programs, I would have been able to increase the properties that I was able to search for. Literally every state has some form of down payment assistance programs and closing cost assistance programs where they'll either loan you the money or give the money to you as a gift. I have a lot more of these, so let me know if I should make a part 2.
So this is where asking questions is very important, because if he had known all of these things, he wouldn't have made some mistakes that he made while buying his own home. And yeah, that's it.
Ever heard the term house poor? This is an example of a home, lovely home, good size. The problem is that it needs repair everywhere. Needs new flooring, needs new carpet, needs a new roof, needs new siding. This is what I would call the owner was probably house poor. It means that yes, they could afford their mortgage. Yes, they live in a lovely neighborhood, but they couldn't afford to maintain it. So as much as we talk about home ownership and how great it is, you need to make sure that you purchase a home that you can afford to maintain it. So even if your lender is giving you $300,000, you might go $250,000, $275,000 just so that you can afford to maintain the home. I know that's a tough call, but being house poor doesn't allow you to maintain the home, and when you go to sell it, you're not going to get the price you want because it hasn't been maintained. So, food for thought.
But why would people buy houses they cannot maintain? Okay, I don't really see the need for that, all right? Because you're not actually trying to prove anything to anyone. So buy houses that you can maintain so you don't become house poor. And when selling, you'll be able to make profit, right? That's the major part of owning a home, because people will be like, oh, this particular house I bought it for $50,000 and right now I can sell it for 500. Like that's something, right? Makes a lot of sense. That's just me like exaggerating. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. All right, let's have that conversation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next video. Have a good day. Bye, guys.